Welcome, everybody. Hi, Dr. Gail. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, Terry?
Good, thanks. Good, thanks. I'm Terry at Holding Your Space, and this, of course, is Dr. Gal, Skywalking the Moon with Moon. Sorry, and we are simulcasting, so you guys might be seeing us on both channels, but you may not see all the chat. And Susie is in the background helping us. Thank you, Susie, from the bottom of my heart. This is such a joy to have her here. So, anyway, so yeah, if anybody's got any questions, please put them in and Susie will star them for us. And then, and I know somebody did email me with some questions and we do have that in as well. So, but, we had some things that we wanted to talk about today too, anyway. Yeah.
As always. And,
As,
honestly, it's amazing how it's when we start behind the scenes, we go, what do we talk about today? And it's like, look, there it is.
yeah.
Whatever's happening. And for me, do you want me to go ahead and get started on it?
Well, should we say hi to people or should we do that?
Yeah, let's go ahead and say it while people are coming in.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, Millie, hello, beautiful. Jen Carr, hello. Oh, she got in early. Annie Bear, how you doing? And we've got Liz and Awe, Susie 007. Ginger Sky, hi, how are you? It's so good to see you. Ginger Sky has a really nice show. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, channel. And
Is it,
Claudia,
is
I
it
think
Ginger
it's called
Sky?
Ginger Sky Tarot, isn't it? Ginger Sky. And Cat Mama Meows, do drop in. Claudia, hello. So good to see you. Viviani is here. So I think Viviani's starting a channel and she's doing Akashic Records. So that's great. Hello, beautiful Teresa Ford. So good to see you. And let's see. So everything's going by pretty fast. Hey, Ness, how you doing? Good to see you. Long time no see, Ness. And yeah, so Leah's here, Deb Haggerty, Julie Hamill, and I'm sorry if I miss anybody because everybody's kind of jumping now. Cheryl, good to see you. And Chris MK, good to see you. Julie, learning to listen. Jessica Lynn, Rossi, Deep Albuquerque, Sonia, hello. Carol, hello. Yeah, and we're coming in really fast now, so I probably won't get everybody. But and Brenda, hey Brenda. But yeah, so we do this, don't we? Like we don't know what we're going to do, and then all of a sudden, bam, we get hits, and it's like we know exactly what we're doing. And Dr. Gail came in with something today, and I was like, well, that's kind of what I channeled yesterday, and what I've been going through this week. So it's perfect. Yeah.
Okay, there's Ginger Sky. Please let everyone know I am not associated with any channel on YouTube.
Oh, Ginger Sky, you're not. Okay.
I'm sitting there writing it down, Ginger Sky.
I'm so sorry, Ginger Sky.
and thank you for letting us know.
Yeah. Thank you for making that very clear because that's clear talking. And that's something that's learned. It's like not everybody comes out of the, womb knowing how to clear speak.
Or write it so clearly. I mean, that's a talent in itself to be able to write it so clearly.
Right? Yeah. 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 That's amazing. I love that. Yeah. You hope that channel's really good. It is really, yeah, she's a really good reader. The another Ginger. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Well, we know that now. Bam. Got that down. Check.
Okay. Well, mine is what I need to talk about is negative entities, shadow work kind of things, soul fractals, attachments. And the reason why we're talking about it is because we have so many new light workers having new YouTube channels and who are out there discovering their gifts that these things can happen to you. When you're a beacon of light out there, it draws in these negative entities or these things that you need to work on, and it will present itself. And don't be embarrassed to get some help, because you are a beacon out there, and the negative entities are wanting to keep you in the 3D world. So when your vibration is increasing, they're going, "Oh no, look at that light! Let's go squelch that." So they'll go and have an attachment or a negative entity, or something will happen that it'll attack you. And so I'm to talk about that and to let you know that this does happen. It happens to light workers. It happens to people on YouTube, and just let you know that I can help. Terry can help. There's a lot of shamans that can help getting rid of these things. And some of the symptoms of that, I would say a lot of it, light workers are they feel dull, or they're having some depression symptoms like anger outburst, or and even if some people, it gets all the way to having suicidal thoughts. So be sure to seek out help before any of this happens, because we need all the light workers out there to help increase the vibrations of Earth, because Earth is ascending and we need to go with it. And I'm reading my notes here. So we need to get the negative attachment off of you. We need to heal you, and it's so that you can be a service to people. And it does, as I said, raise your vibration. And the simple ways of doing that is being grateful, prayers, and this is something that you are responsible for after the negative attachment or entity is removed, that you have to join in on your own healing process. Either you can seek out help with a shaman to go through some of these things, or you can do the simple things. And Terry can explain a lot of things about raising your vibration. And when the negative entity is removed, it's almost immediate that you feel a difference. And a lot of people experience shaking or crying or GI symptoms, and that is a lot of the release part of it. And but then again, don't mix it up with, we are human and we all have our bad days. You're just gonna, and you have some bad thoughts, but just recognize it pretty quickly and go, "Oh, snap myself out of here. Let me start seeking some good things." So part of your tools is to immediately know where to go to raise your vibration, to have happy thoughts when you're going into the negative. And so this doesn't, I guess this doesn't mean that you can't be human, because we all are, and we all have those days and those times, but just know how to react to handle that. So, Terry, it's your turn. I spit it all out real fast before I get it. Forget it.
I love that we're talking about that. And I just wanted to respond to somebody there. Susie said something about, how do we know if we have an attachment? And I thought that's such a great question. And sometimes there'll be somebody in your house or whatnot, and you'll be able to see, or somebody in your family might see, or you might feel it. And it comes on like almost a fear, right? Like you can kind of sense it. And it's
and you're also your gifts are not as, or you just feel dull. Yeah, feel dull.
Yeah, kind of a foreboding of something's going to happen, or yeah, and they're not these entities that come around. Some of them are wonderful, and yeah, I mean, so we really have to not judge, but react out of curiosity. Like, I think anytime that you feel something like, well, I'm really curious about that. And which is not always easy to say if you're depressed or whatever, but let's look at this. What does this look like? And try to get to the bottom of it. And there are different tools of how to do that. I think a big one for me in the curiosity thing is the story. So sometimes there'll be, and this happened to me this week with a soul fractal piece. And it was like, I had to look at, I was really sick this week. And all of a sudden, I think it was, I don't know, 2 days ago. And I guess the planets aligned, and it was supposed to be a day that we did judge ourselves. And I started judging a situation that's coming up. And I was judging myself. Oh, I'm not good enough, blah, 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 blah. These people are going to come visit. And it's, she's going to judge the house. It's not going to be right. It's not going to work out. I had a whole scenario. I mean, I told
why do we do that?
right?
Really?
Yeah. It was the story. And I thought, and so I kept reversing the story. And I know that energy you have to change. So I'm like, I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to change it. And now the story is going to be that they're going to come visit and we're going to have a great time. We're going to do things and it's going to be sunshine and lollipops. And then it kept reversing itself. And I said, okay, so let me look at that. When has that happened before in my life? And I had to go back and look, and it happened 10 years ago. And somebody really hurt me. And not only that, they hurt my family. And come for me, don't come for my family or my loved ones or my friends. I mean, then Mama Bear takes over. And I thought, did you ever give that up? And then I went deeper with that, and I had to think about, and when did this happen that you like had to be the mama bear? And I thought, since I was about 3 or 4 years old, early childhood trauma. And so it went back that far. So that's something that you can do, is go back in your story and reverse all that. And you can call that a soul fractal, like retrieving that soul fractal from early childhood. And it was just like, whew. And I have been sick all week.
Yeah.
It was a major release.
And if you do need help with that, a shaman can help you take that kind of journey. Now, when I'm dealing with the negative entity, and I did that a whole lot in the very beginning of my journey.
Yeah.
And my very first job on a spaceship, which was the Ashtar Medical One, was taking out negative attachments, getting rid of negative entity. I had all this equipment available to me where I could, I had looked like X-ray equipment, and we could find all these implants. And these are negative implants. Now, they're positive implants also. So we're not removing the positive ones. And the positive ones are usually for direct communication to whoever you're affiliated with. But the negative ones, the ones that are keeping your light from shining out there, or for you being able to feel your purpose, I am getting rid of. And I would have equipment that would be able to find them immediately. I can intuitively find them, or I can intuitively know that you have one. But this equipment would definitely just find exactly where they are. And the most common place is the pineal gland that they're attached to. But I would always have these chakra machines that would balance the chakra, balance your energy, balance your hormones. I just had all this equipment available to me that was just amazing, that would help these people. And it would immediately raise the vibration, and then we would go into describing what they had to do to keep their vibration up. So that scares a little people, but I would be taking people up to the spaceship and doing these things, humans and ETs, not just ETs, the humans. I would take them up also.
I love that. And I feel like that's such a service, Dr. Gail. Thank you for that, because it's like those implants. Do you feel like that's what's not really? Is it similar to a soul fractal, or what would you call that? It's more of a.
They're actual implants that are. I would say like my very first one that I pulled out was probably the size of a piece of tape. And so it's soul fractal, so it's different than that.
Yeah.
I want to say that some of them are physical, but most of them are where they can't see them because of the technology that they have.
An attachment. Is it the same as an attachment?
Well, the implant is not, but a lot of times the attachment will put an implant in to stay with that person. So, and like, they'll put like I would say like a common one would be, let's put I went into your solar plexus, I'm attaching here. And sometimes I'll go from the heart down to the solar plexus, and I'm attaching here. I want to stay here. This is comfortable. I want to keep this person from ascending. I want to keep them in the 3D. So I'm going to put an implant in there, and I can always have access to them. So that's what I would do. getting rid of all that. Get rid of all that.
Wow. Well, it's so important on a daily basis to cleanse our space and fill our room with light and guides and angels. I know that's one of my. I mean, anybody that comes to my meditations, they know that first things first, 33 trillion angels, and and then the room starts filling up.
Well,
But
it does sometimes sneak in though, because I
yeah,
know of a mediumship thing. Anyway, they don't want something will sneak in and attach
oh yeah,
to whoever is maybe new to it, doesn't know how to discern, or there is somebody who maybe their light has gotten brighter. So it's just to let everybody know that there's help out there. When you're feeling this way, don't sit back there and go on, what did I do wrong? Going into all those negative thoughts. It might be an attachment, and just get rid of it. And especially, as I said, being out on YouTube, you're really targeted that way.
yeah, yeah. And going back to my mom instincts, my momager, it's like my heart kind of goes out to so many people that are kind of live through depression
Mhm.
and live through fear, a lot of scarcity and fear, and there's it feels like um, sometimes it's so dark for them and hard to get them to that light.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody's different.
Yeah. Everybody is different. But I love that you go in also with the information of being able to keep your spirits up and living in gratitude.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. So, living in grace and gratitude, I think, is one of my favorite ways of raising the vibration. I had one of my shamans, Reverend Saul, also talk about leaving a book of scripture or a holy book open, whether it's a Quran or we use the Bhagavad Gita in my basement. We keep one open.
I use that as I use crystals and stones. Like I got one box of crystals under my bed,
Yeah,
all around
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. And so keeping things like that around that kind of help with things. Um, and sweeping out the room. Susie's here in the background. I think I talked about her, and she and I are both collectors. So, and
Yes.
that's something that I think keeping the air open, even keep opening up a window in the winter
Right.
and
Well,
letting
also
some air through.
Susie has learned how, whenever she gets anything, how to cleanse it before she takes it into her house. So, because there's some of those things can have belonged to somebody negative, or belong to somebody that doesn't have any really good energy. So she's actually learned how to, anything she collects now, she knows how to cleanse it before it enters her house or even enters her car.
Yeah, yeah. So I love that, Susie. I've got a couple of chants that I'll do on things, and I also my car is like my incubator, and I will leave things in the car for up to 2 weeks and then just know when it's time that they can be taken out and either brought into the house for pricing or brought into the garage. But yeah, yeah. Interesting. I love that. There's this chant. It's a old Buddhist chant, um, and it's Om Bonjali.
And that's what
And
Susie said. She uses sage and the violet flame.
oh, I love that. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. And anyway, I use that chant, and I'll do that 7 times, and then you just kind of with the air and send everything on its way. So it's a good protection chant. Om Bonjali. Um, but yeah. Anyway, and sometimes those of you that are here, you might your kids might see something if you've got young adults or anybody that comes to visit, and you never know, right? Is it and I always ask them, like my son saw something in the hallway, and I said, "So how did you feel about it?" And he goes, "I didn't like it." And I said, "So what'd you do?" He said, "I told it to leave."
Yeah. It is actually as simple as that, telling them to leave. And now I do tell people, you're more powerful than any negative entity that shows up. So when it scares you, and that's the purpose of it, is to scare you, all you have to do is tell it to leave or get your sage out or get something out. But you are more powerful than they are.
Yeah. Yeah, having a ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's huge. Yeah. And everybody's doing a lot of salt and stomp and spit. Annie says, spitting is good, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I yell at them. I scream at them. Get out of here.
I love that. It's good, isn't it? Anytime you get that energy out there, it's
Right.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
scream at them and then I call in Archangel Michael. Get in here.
Well, thank you for bringing him up because I don't know how I didn't already, but yeah, Archangel Michael is huge. And I
Yeah.
always call on Archangel Azrael too. I do a lot of work, or I used to do a lot of work with entities that were leaving the planet. And as they were leaving, if they were having a hard time finding their way, I would Archangel Michael and Azrael and have them either take them, or they, if they weren't going to go to the light or
Are you
move
talking about
on.
are you talking about people who passed on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I just say, then, you can't stay here. And that's
Right.
it. Just telling people you can't be here. So,
I know I always had the high maintenance ones. I don't know if you've heard my stories about my high maintenance ones that I had to pass on. That I always get these spirits that needed some TLC before they were willing to pass on. And it's because I would get ones that have done really bad things in the past and they're scared to go on.
yeah.
And so there are so many. One, I mean, the very first one was asking for to have a Hawaiian shaman. And I'm like, what? How am I supposed to find you a Hawaiian shaman? And so then I thought about, oh, yeah, I have my guides. Okay, they can find it for you anyway. And then another one, I had to get oatmeal raisin cookies from a bakery, and because she didn't think she was going to be able to smoke on the other side. And since she went on the other side, there was a man waiting for her with a cigarette. But I have all these high maintenance spirits that I've had to pass on that require, and I think it's more of a trust that they want to know that whatever you're saying is genuine. And so they kind of test you a little bit. I don't know if you've had them test you like that, but
No.
no.
I don't know. Yeah.
So I think it's more, and I think it's because it might be the tougher one. Some are easier, but I think it's some of those are those tougher ones. As I said, they don't. Like one didn't think she'd ever be able to smoke again, and she was a big smoker. And I was telling her, yes, you will. And so I had to go through these steps to like oatmeal cookies and to let her know that I was genuinely concerned about her. And I'll just never forget when she finally went on, there was a man waiting there with a cigarette that was lit for her when she went. So she knew it was true. So, and I told her, I said, I smell smoke over there on the other side all the time. I know they smoke over there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. How many times have you done a reading on somebody and you smell smoke?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. I have done readings on people that needed to go to the healing centers that had done things. Right. And, or I knew people, and knew that they had to go there. But, and that's another thing.
Yeah, and they're okay with that if you let them know that's where they're going instead of going to hell. That's what they're always worried about. They're going to hell, and then going, no, you're going to a healing, learning center, and so I think that's a lot of having to trust that you're genuinely telling them what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I talked to some of those healers once in that healing center, and they were talking about, I was like, wow, this is so awesome that you do this. And I don't think I said it quite like that, but but I was, telepathy.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes I do.
I might have. And they were like, it's an honor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because it's huge for people that have done things, and yeah. Yeah, it's very forgiving.
Yes.
And yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. Anyway. Yeah. So do you want to take questions, or should we go on with this?
Well, it's whatever you want to do.
Okay. Um so I just want to reiterate about doing that work, is that it's like, how deep do you want to go with it? And I think sometimes also, I don't know if it's like that with the entity removal so much as it is with the soul fractal,
Right.
but it might be. And and just keep going back. Like, when have I felt like this before? What is?
Yeah. I think the soul fractal is a part of you, and it is, you know, harm or whatever from the past that you're needing to work on, or wound from the past.
Yeah,
Whereas a negative entity or implant is not that. It comes in and is attached to you.
yeah, yeah. Um, and I do feel like I've had entities before when I was quite young, that and I was very depressed, and it is hard to get out of that circle
Mm-hmm.
of them coming back and going back into it. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, you want to do questions?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Uh,
They say there's a lot of them.
yeah, there's a whole lot of them. Oh my gosh, there's a lot. Hi, Gray. Um, I hope you're here. Um, Gray says, "Hi, Dr. Gail and Terry. Will you please consider helping me? What, how, who can I connect with and get free and next level with my star team next? A Uwupi ceremony to heal."
I think we were just talking about you. I think this whole show's been
Yeah,
about you. How
yeah,
appropriate. That's a
yeah.
question. Let me see if you, Gray, have some kind of attachment that's keeping you down. And I'm getting a huge yes on that. So, Gray, um, let me see if it's that or a soul fractal. It's both, actually. It looks like to me you have some shadow work to do, but also you do have some kind of attachment that needs to be removed. Either, I'm thinking you do have an implant. Let's see. But you're doing this ceremony, which they might be able to do all that for you. But who I can connect with to get free and next level with my star team next. That was exactly what that kind of ceremony, isn't that, Terry? That
Yeah,
talking that. So yeah,
yeah,
that'd be perfect.
yeah. I think it would be really nice to do one of those ceremonies. And I love that when I looked it up, Gray, they do, it's very common when you get like almost cocooned, right? With the blankets and sometimes with ropes, and then the shaking that happens, because that's huge in so many different respects. It's huge with the release. It's huge with somatic movement, on so many, on the spirit, emotional and physical level. It's like, I think it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Just amazing. Oh, just got in. Okay, you'll review. Yeah. Yeah, great. But I do feel like that would be really beneficial. And they're showing me the circle that they'll put you in, and they're also showing me that there'll be some humming involved, like num num
Here,
num.
you with that blanket on too, don't you?
Yeah,
You have her chin down with that blanket all over her, with all the activity going on around her.
Yeah. Yeah. That blanket's going to be so soothing. Yeah. I love that. Okay. Thank you, Gray. Jen Carr, Dr. Gail, do my Octurian guides have a message for me? I'm going through a lot right now.
Oh, well, we all are going through a lot right now, and maybe I need to do this message. That's why. Hold on. Pull it up. I wasn't real sure about this message today that I got from Bizarro, if it was how important it might be, but I'm thinking, since you're saying this, Jen Carr, and he said, everything is going to get twisted like a tornado. You all will survive. All you light workers will survive. Many of you will discover new gifts because it will awaken a part of you that you did not know existed. Go with it. Don't fight it. It is a part of you. So I'm thinking, Jen Carr, that message really is for you. Let me make sure about that. Looks like to me you're going through a lot. Yeah, that message was for you. And I know the light workers, but it's amazing. The first two questions we have.
Bam, bam, bam. Got him done. Yeah. Yeah.
Answers before the show. But let me see. I'm going to pull out of my sacred geometry activation oracle deck.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, these cards are pretty, and this, I love these cards. Let's just see what they're going to say. And I'm also seeing, Jen, that you're needing to work on your solar plexus. Let's see if that's correct. Yeah, that is correct. Pull this out here. Transition is the card I got. Transition. Okay, which is went around exactly what he was saying. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives, so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. So, you're extremely nauseated. Okay, your vibration is increasing, Jen. Be prepared, because that's my biggest sign that my vibration is increasing, that I have just jumped to another level, and that you're having to get used to it, and be a little bit aware that you might get a little shaking, like we were talking about with that. But that's what's going on with you, and that's exactly what that message was. Is it's going to feel like a tornado. You're going to feel a little twisted right now, and but then again, there is some virus that's going around. But I have a feeling you just went up just a different level here, and I'm getting a big yes on that.
Yeah.
So just go with it. That nausea will probably be gone. It always takes me like 4 or 5 days for it to go away. So just eat. I had to go on bland diets. I was always told to go on a bland diet. So anyway, okay.
Yeah.
I feel the past have been intense in the gut. Integrate. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not that that's going to be the end of it either, Jen, right? Because we're going to keep going up.
She just made a major leap. That's why she, most of the time it'll go incremental, but sometimes we go boop, and that's what she just did.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's part of that light that's coming in too, because we've got the blue light coming in and we've got the diamond light. And the diamond light is like instant awakening. It's just like, phew. So really tempering that with angelic light, with pink light, I always say.
A while back, I said that blue light would be integrated or be in us, and we will be revealing it in April and May. So here it is. We're in April. So all this stuff is going to show up.
Yeah. Yeah. I got your purpose is love and light. You're a light worker, Jen, and your sole purpose is in life is to be light and to be loved. So of course you're going to be feeling it, and it's going to keep awakening and keep coming in. And I'm also getting that as all this comes in that your guides were talking about this morning, it's like like a tornado and twisting and everything. It's like we think in such linear terms. We're in the 3D planet. We're moving to 5D. Well, don't forget about 11D and 7D. I mean, it's all out there. And
Right.
and so we're kind of going to be hitting things here and there as we shift.
Yeah, that's what I've been struggling with the past few weeks with trying to get the messages and getting to know my new person, Bazaar, is he's actually has come down to 7D to match me. So I'm having to go up to 7D to talk to him. And that's been a big, that's my body has every time in the beginning, my body was shaking every time I contacted him and get nauseated. Now I've gotten used to him, but I don't even know what level he's coming from, but I know 7D is about as low as he can get. And I had to go up to him.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got some guides in different dimensions that I go up to, and it's a similar thing. And they're light beings. They don't have bodies. And when I do come in contact with them, it's like one of those hold on to your bedpost days for half an hour and till you acclimate. I love that. Thank you, Jen. I hope that helps. Great. Okay. Any ideas on how to find interesting? So
I have no idea how to find that. For me, I always go to shamans. So,
yeah.
And so that's always, but I don't know about that. Do you have any idea, Terry?
Well, Reverend Saul, my shaman, passed away this year. He walked out of his body, so I'm going to a celebration of life tomorrow. But we have beautiful readers here that are on that way.
Yeah, you can contact me at drgailstarseed@gmail.com, and I have two that I work with, two shamans, and I think we've got some shamans here in the chat too. That you can contact
Annie Bear. Yeah, Annie Bear's recommending JJ, Tutas Speaks, and Danny Shea, and JJ's amazing. She does light language, and I think she'd be really good at it. So, and Danny probably too. He's amazing. So
Danny doesn't talk about it as much, but he is amazing on the shaman stuff.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Annie Bear, I would appreciate any guidance available for me to fulfill my purpose, please. I feel I need a clue. Thank you, Galactic Family Bird Tribes.
Annie Bear. Fulfill your purpose. I feel like you're fulfilling your purpose. Annie Bear, please check on that. I feel like you're on the right track. Yes, you are. It doesn't all come to you at once. I still don't know my fully purpose either. I got an idea. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And you always feel like there's always more. And I think this is what's going on with you, Annie Bear, is you are on the right path. And they're showing me you're actually walking on the right, and they're showing me a stone path, nice little stone path, that you're going step by step by step, and that you're doing the right thing. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. But I'm going to pull a card for you. I think, Terry, you already got a card, don't you?
I don't have a card, but I've got a message, Annie Bear. So they're already talking about you. They're saying, "Oh, little bird, we hear your voice and how you worry." And they're saying you are doing exactly as you should. And they're and again, they're showing me a path, just like they did with Dr. Gail. And they're talking about how you're already on there. And, we talk a lot about Dharma and what is my purpose? It's an amazing soul question. It's a huge one. And we all kind of ask that, like, what am I here for? And if you find something that brings you joy and love and wonder and your curiosity, that's your purpose right there. Something that you wake up in the morning, you're like, I'm going to do readings, or I'm going to do light language, or I'm going to go heal people. Or go in the spaceship and heal people. So
Yeah, I've seen some of your videos, and it looks like you're on the right path because the energy just really comes out. I mean, it's more than what you say or what you're showing, because you can feel also there's more to it than that. So I think you're right on the path.
yeah, you are. And they are showing you the way, and they're leaving you those feathers, Annie Bear.
Yeah.
So they're calling you little bird.
Yeah, they're only going to give it to you when they think you're ready, and you always think you're ready. You're ready before they think you're ready. You're like, just give it to me now. I want to know. I mean, I'm always like that, and it's like, oh, well, here's a little tidbit here and a little tidbit there, and I don't know. Maybe we just can't handle all that information that's going to come in all at once, and we have to just grow with it. So, but it is sometimes like, give it to me. I want to know exactly what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to do it. And a lot of it is free will too, on what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And yeah, they don't want you to worry about it. You're
Yeah.
you're on the right path. So you've got this.
Yes.
All right. Next, I would love an energy read, especially around this eclipse.
Oh yeah, the eclipse, which is bringing in all sorts of energy.
Yeah, it is.
Let me see what they're wanting me to pull. I believe they want me to pull out of the Starseed Oracle deck. The Starseed Oracle deck I'm going to be pulling out of.
Oh,
go ahead.
I think they want you to take a little break, Ness. So they're talking about nature. They want you to connect with some nature, some rocks, some crystals. Listen to the wisdom shared by the crystal and the rock kingdoms. So, wow, I got a huge rush with that. So it's like they're showing you a light right now that comes in with that, and a next level that you're going to be going to. And before I pulled this card and they gave me all that energy that they're bringing you, it's amazing. It's coming in through the back, right back here. Um, they were showing me teeth. And it was like, those old fashioned chomping teeth that you see going along. Like you've been working really hard. You've been doing a lot. And now they want you to just absorb for a little bit. Oh, you hiked for 3 hours in the redwoods yesterday. No wonder they're showing me that.
Well, also what they're showing me is baby steps, which goes right along with it. It goes action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So walking in the redwoods, taking a break, I think this is your action. This is your baby steps to get ready for what's coming your way.
She said she asked for energy from the guides last night. Yeah, man, they're bringing it. That feels good. I think we should all take a bite of that. Okay.
She says she is taking baby steps. Good.
Aw. Cat Mama Meows, do drop in, Claudia. May I please receive an energy reading and thank you.
Well, I'm feeling that you're whatever Cat Mama did. They're telling me you're doing better. That's why they're telling me you're doing better. That they're saying that things have opened up for you, and that you're able to bring in the energy from above and below. You had something that was stopping a little bit of it, but now everything is good. Not sure what that's all about, but I'm thinking you must have been on one of the healing shows, and what they're telling me is they're verifying that everything is flowing fine now. I don't remember when I go into the healing shows, I don't remember after the healing what happened or what went on unless I go back and watch the show. So, but I'm assuming that you were there because they're telling me everything is okay and that your energy is flowing fine right now. So whatever you're doing is great.
Yeah, it's like the first thing that comes in is a lot of protection right now. Like you have a lot of protection. It's like you've been working on something. And then I pulled a card for you, and I got one of my favorite cards, Panther Spirit. So
Oh,
it's like you've got eyesight on something, and you can see it in the dark even, and you're going through and you're reclaiming your power. So yeah, like you said,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
just the same. Yeah, that's awesome. Love that. Deb, do I have any galactic energy present?
Oh,
Oh.
yes. I didn't mean to say it like that.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it's not just a little; it's a lot. A lot of galactic. I get a huge yes on that. And it's not just one star being. I see a collection of about 5 of them, and they're all up here. They're right here, right above you. I don't think I've always seen them over to the side, but yours are just like right here. They got 5 of them right there. So yes, you have a lot of galactic energy present.
Oh, are you waiting for me? Okay. And I got Seraphine's Gateway. So you are, yeah, you got them all around you, honey. So you've got all that energy coming around you. I was really being drawn to your shirt, Gail, and that they had a lot of that blue energy, but
Mhm.
now they're bringing in all these other light beams. So I think that there might be a few different kinds. And this is the light that
Yeah,
I see from my guides that we were just talking about, that are on that either 11th dimension or the ones that are just light. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if you've got somebody coming in like that. Yeah.
yeah,
Tyler's helping.
they're different kinds. So
Yeah.
so it's not just one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. An assortment, Deb. All righty. Millie would love to know the best messages for camping trip, please. And thank you.
Great, great for temperature. Of course, all Mary is connection, and that's what I'm getting is connect. Go. I mean, you got something, Terry. I'm feeling like she's going to be really connecting with the trees.
Yeah. They're saying look up. So look at the trees and look at the sky. There's going to be, it feels like the stars are kind of going to be activating. Millie, are you going to be doing this during the eclipse? Which sounds amazing. My brother's doing that.
I've pulled the card from my Lemurian cards, and I've got water. So I'm hoping you're going to be camping by water because she's overnight camp tomorrow. Okay,
Okay.
so I see the trees, but I'm pulling a card about water, and it's saying abundance, non-attachment, the paradigm of no scarcity, allowing financial and energetic gifts to flow through and create more. So I'm getting this more of a metaphysical thing, that these trees, the water, all these things are going to be helping you connect, and your energetic gifts are going to flow, and you're going to um, connect with those energetic gifts. Is what I'm getting. Just make sure if that's right. And I'm not sure. Let me see if you're literally supposed to be around water. They're literally wanting you to be around water too, for this energetic connection. So, Millie, are you going to be camping near some water?
Oh,
Oh,
overnight today and tomorrow, she said they were informed that they don't have enough people to do activities, so they will do their own. I don't see anything about water. She'll be with a group of Girl Scouts.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, that'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. And I pulled authentic truth. So first time there, so you're not sure. Yeah. Yeah. So wow. So it feels like these girls are going to really look up to you. And
Yeah.
this is going to be a huge,
Yeah, I'll see her walking down to a stream. So I think they hiked to one.
yeah, yeah. This is going to be like a huge awakening for them. Um, yeah, yeah. They're to help the children. Yeah. I don't know if you've done this before. Well, probably. It feels like it. So this is something that you've done in past lives, but like been in charge of a temple or something, and there's people under you. Julie, I would like a message from my star family. Thank you. I'm grateful. Oh,
Julie. Let's see. Let's pull out the Starseed Oracle deck. Well, this is a pretty card. It says, jump in. Okay. It's Andromedan energy. Adventure. Say yes to change. Say yes to change. Oh, Julie. Wow. Say yes to change.
wow.
See what this huge change is going to be. You got some insight on that, Terry? Because I think this is going to be an energy change.
Yeah, definitely. Melchizedek. So huge light coming in, huge energy change coming in. They say you're going to be embraced by the light, mission uncovered, don't give up. So if you're one of those that's been wondering, what am I here for? You're going to get a notion about it.
Also, they're showing me you with the sun hat on, going out to watch the eclipse, and you're putting the sun hat on because you're hoping it will filter some of that energy that's going to be coming in from that eclipse, which is really funny because your sun hat has all these little holes in it. It's kind of meshy, and it's getting through anyway. But you're going, I'm just not real sure. Let me put some more stuff on to filter all this out, but it is coming. It is on its way, and there's and you're going to want it. It might be a little tough getting that big energy boost. I think you're the first person I've seen that's actually going to have this huge energy burst from this eclipse. So be prepared. And wearing that sun hat or metaphorical sun hat is not going to help.
Yeah. No, not even tinfoil hat. I love those. Jessica Lynn, can we have a message about if Galactics have a message about the solar eclipse on Monday? Ooh, good one.
That is a good one. All I've gotten from that is just brace yourself because I don't think this is going to be. It's only like a certain group that this is going to really be affecting, and I'm not sure how that. I'm not sure how to determine that group. Let me see if there's anything more they can give because I've really not dove into it, but it seems like. And this is a lot of times the same way as when the blue light came in. Some people really felt it, and some people really got, and other people didn't, and it didn't affect them until later. And I'm thinking it's going to be pretty similar. They're just like they're going, no, not really. It's going to be different. It's going to be different. They're going. This is going to be. This is. They said the blue light was nice. This is almost like lightning's going to hit your head. Going, oh my gosh! And so anyway, so this is not going to be nice like the blue light, even though we were all affected. This is going to be more powerful. But again, it's going to be some people are going to be just really hit hard with this, and others are not. So I'm not real sure how to explain this sight that they're showing me, but it's not, it doesn't look very pleasant, but in the end, it will be great.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be, yeah, they were showing me that too. They were showing me that kind of, and now they're saying Twisted Sister. I don't know. I think
Like
that's
the
a
tornado,
band.
but the tornado they're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. And the tornado. And I get a variance in the field. So changes in the field, and it looks like a heartbeat, doesn't it? It's like cha-chum, cha-chum,
Yeah.
cha-chum. And it's just all sorts of new changes coming in from all sides. So, if you can rise above it with your wings up there and awareness, that's great. But yeah, lots of transitioning. Thank you, Hypnicity. There's going to be a lot of transitioning through
I'm
this.
gonna have, I know I'm gonna have to sit there and think about this lightning bolt hitting us tonight or tomorrow morning, going, what is this all about? Because I'm thinking, oh, it's just gonna kind of be just like the blue light. Obviously not.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, it's a lot coming in, so
Yeah.
it's going to be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Jessica Lynn. Sonia, may I have an energy reading for this weekend and this coming week, please? And thank you.
I'm not getting much here. Having to let some kind of block go right now. I've got to get through some. She's got some kind of protection on her that I got to get through. Go ahead. Are you through it?
I haven't thrown yet, but Sonia, they're asking you to kind of take it easy. They're showing me like this huge chair, like a Pee Wee Herman oversized chair, and buckle up, and just take it easy, and watch everything that's coming in. So, and you'll be in a good space, and I get that you've got um, um, people around you helping you with that, from the other side. So your husband and whatnot, and that's going to be soften
Well,
things.
I pulled a card on the Muriel deck, and it has Realm Bridger, which is this is big. Visionaries, architects of the future, information from other realms, bridging the seen with the unseen. So bridging the seen with the unseen, inspiration, seeding a new earth, transversing different states of consciousness, birthing ideas from subtle reality to journeying. So this is your future. And Terry's right. You need to rest to prepare for this. Wow, this is big for you, Sonia. This looks like to me you're going to be more in tune to the other dimensions, and you're going to be able to bring it in and bridge it to the 3D world. It looks like you got big things ahead of you. So rest now.
Yeah, and it's God. I can when you were talking about that, Gal, I can just feel it coming in through my head and it through my crown, and it's like you can do this on autopilot. Who was Captain Kirk? It's like you're there, you're taking care of it just in your head. It's like you don't have to touch anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty powerful, Sonia.
yeah, yeah. It's amazing, Sonia. Thank you. Viviani, may I have a message from frequency and other galactic beings, please? Thank you.
Okay. All right, we've got water your garden. This is a second
Wow.
word. It's got nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. So water your gardens. This means to turn within you, look at yourself, quit looking out right now, look in, take care of yourself. You're taking care of everybody else but you right now. So you need to water your own garden again. So anyway, remember that's what you're needing to do right now.
Yeah, yeah. And Viviani, this is something that I went through this week too. As I'm the momager, and that's the role that I played in my family. That's the role that I try to still do with my adult children and adults, right? Anyway, so yeah. So here we go. You are the universe. Make yourself the center of your universe, and then you take care of everyone else that way. So, and it feels like even in your solar plexus, there's like you might be tired of taking care of everybody, and you're so gifted. So make sure that you are the center of your universe.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful card. Beautiful.
Yeah. So this will be my last one, okay?
Yeah. Hypnicity's asking, any messages from my galactic guides today? Joshua is one of them.
Okay. Big picture thinking. It says, it's Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. And what I'm seeing here, Hypnicity, you generally have big picture thinking, but it looks like to me that they're showing me that you have put a little bit of a blinders on right now, that you maybe even going into a little bit of a negative area. So they're wanting you to take those blinders off, look at how life is wonderful around you, and look at the good things that are happening to you instead of focusing on that one little irritant that's bothering you. So big picture thinking.
Yeah. So follow your heart too with that. You know, when you're looking at the big picture, and we've kind of been talking about that a lot about what am I here for? You're here for what you love to do. So looking at that big picture, and they're coming in with a lot of support for you and a lot of love. So you got that huge circle of light around you. Yeah. Always follow the truth and what lives in your heart. So yeah, always abiding in your heart. Like, what does that feel like in your heart? Curiosity. Huge. All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Gail. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, what fun this was again.
Of course, that's all.
Right. And so everybody, thank you for being here. Have a wonderful eclipse. Thank you, Susie, and moderators on both channels. And what do you have coming up?
Well, I'm getting ready to travel across the U.S. So this will be my last show for right now. For probably the next show will be with you again, but I'll be documenting and showing my travel across the U.S. again. Hopefully, this won't be quite as eventful, but anyway. So yeah, this will be my last show for a couple of weeks. So everybody don't worry. I haven't disappeared. I'm just traveling across the U.S., going back to South Carolina, and I'll be leaving here probably Friday. So I'm going to be doing a lot of packing for the next few days.
Nice. Well, be gentle with yourself. That's great. All right. Everybody.
How my pets do. That's how it's going to go, is how my pets do on the travel. I'll be fine.
I love it. Yeah. Well, Hypnicity's asking, are you moving?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm moving back to South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Moving away from the snow.
Yes. I'm moving away from the snow. This morning it was 28 degrees. And I'm going, wow, I've gotten to a point where we're used to this 20-degree weather. And even my dog, when we first got here, she wouldn't hardly go out in 20-degree weather. And now it's like, that's normal.
Wow. Yeah. It's nothing, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Have a great eclipse, and we will see you soon on the other side. 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.